Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Let's speak English together. Well, so I still remember that I need to study, right? So, yeah, I just think that if I don't do study, I suppose to do today, right? This is like a plan in my mind. This is a Monday. I need to do some study. Yeah, if I don't do that, then I will feel the uneasy tonight. It might interfere my sleep. Yeah, what a disaster. So that's why I think I just do it, right? It's not hard. It depends on your conscience, your grit. Okay, on so many good things. I doubt it. Get it. All right. Anyway, it's good that I like watched 4 videos today in the second week, in the second week's course. So in the I think this is the first section of second week, right? This section is talking about declarative learning, consolidation, and the metaphor. And what is declarative learning? It actually, it's a way, it's kind of a description, right? Description for the learning ways to strengthen your long-term memory, to form your long-term memory from your working memory. So it's just a way. These words, I don't think it means a lot. And however, uh, I think it's a kind of repeatedness of the last work's content, right? Because we need to practice, we need to retrieval information to strengthen the links between the concepts and make all the concept and our learning content become more clear. So this is the declarative learning. So this is one way, right? And also in the video, they suggest a second ways. The second ways is a sleep, a good sleep, make your long-term memory become more clear and more solidate. So, well, it also called consolidation. Right? Consolidation is also a process that how your working memory becomes long-term memory. All right, they use a metaphor. They use a metaphor with two people. One is Hip, another one is Neil. All right, so Hip actually represents hippocampus. Hippocampus is one thing in our brain, and Neo represent neocortex. Neocortex is where the long-term memory exists. Right? Remember, neocortex is like a napkin, thin and wide, and it's on the surface of our brain. All right, so here's the thing. Hippocampus is like an index. For example, as a student, even though I am not a student right now, but I was student before, so I had students experience, right, to study. So to exam, before exam, we usually learn a lot of things, study like reading and do exercise or something like that to remember lots of things and then apply those content that we remembered in the exam, right? So this kind of process actually is doing in a short time. So when we are in the exam, we actually didn't retrieve the information from our long-term memory because you only get a short time to prepare for your examination. Lots of knowledge you learned in the short time, and this short time working doesn't enough. It's not enough to form your long-term memory. So how our brain works to get these knowledges? It's a hippocampus. We use hippocampus as index, right? And to retrieve the informations. And then after the exam, those informations will got blurred and eventually fade away. So it's interesting, right? It didn't form very strong connection in your neocortex. It like form a thin connection, and yes, you have something in your long-term memory, but it's so weak, so thin, so you cannot retrieve it directly, to from your long-term memory, from your neocortex. You have to use your hippocampus as an index to retrieve information. So this is how we use the hippocampus. It's weird, right? However, if we do a lot of practice, retrieve information, for example, you remember one phone number. If you use this phone number so often, you will remember the phone number. You don't need to retrieve it from your hippocampus. You just my mom's phone number. Okay, I put in it, right? This is from our long-term memory. You will not forget it. So this called consolidation. Yeah. Okay. Consolidation. Okay. Then another thing they mentioned in the video is metaphor. Actually, two teachers use a lot of metaphor to help us study the concept of neuroscience. I think especially it worked for me specifically because I learned it online, right? That's like, well, can I say we cannot, online students, we do not have like enough time, material, or explaining, listen to the teachers explaining or ask teacher questions about what we don't understand, right? Very deep, very difficult material or concept. However, through metaphor, we will remember those contents a little bit easier. Like they said, the metaphor about two characters, hip and the nail, right? So, and another thing, like the napkin represent our metaphor for neocortex. So yeah, this is a metaphor. These metaphors are so vivid, and we can remember it so quickly, right? It really give a very strong impression, and then we can remember it. Well, so of course the metaphor, it might work here, but maybe you gain the higher level. You go to higher level of study, you will think that this metaphor doesn't work anymore, and then of course it doesn't matter. You need to create another metaphor, right? It's just the study is staged, and metaphor also staged, right? So yeah, so it's interesting, and it's very clear concept in these 4 videos I learned today. So that's all for today, and thanks the course, thank 3 teachers, and the course name, I always forget the course name, Uncommon Sense Teaching. Well, if you are interested, you can search online. I think this is a quite good lessons we can take and learn from it. All right, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you in next video.